see what's in here.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Oh, so
I hope to see you in Windhelm. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman.
Why were you being executed?
Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself.
Oh, right, Ulfric Stormcloak.
Right. The leader of our fight against the Empire. I forget that most people don't know what he looks like, except for those Imperial wanted posters.
How did you end up as Imperial prisoners?
I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing, in the south of Eastmarch. The Imperials were waiting for us. As pretty an ambush as I ever saw. We were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing, I guess. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil. Parade us in front of the Emperor.
Oh, Cyrodiil, that's what it's called. Not Cyrodiil. How do I get to Whiterun from here?
Just head north. You can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold. Jarl Balgruuf still hasn't declared for one side or the other. So at least you won't run into any Imperials along the way.
I hope not.
I'm going to rest up here a while before heading to Windhelm. Be careful.
Roger that. I'll see what this guy's about.
So you saw a dragon, did you? Tell me, what was it like? As big as a house?
Much bigger than that, as big as the inn.
Well, I'll be. That'd be a sight to see. Not that I actually want to see one, understand. I hope that dragon stays far away from here.
I'm sure it will. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's 6 PM. Sleep. Oh, you can sleep for a full day. I'll sleep for 12 hours if that's how it looks. You are awake and feeling rested. I'll talk to her.
Make yourself at home. I'm glad to help any way I can.
What can you tell me about the Jarl?
Jarl Balgruuf? I don't mean to be disrespectful, as he's ruled Whiterun Hold well for years, but he seems in over his head now. He's been trying to stay out of the war, but it can't last. He's going to have to pick a side. I'm afraid he's going to make the wrong choice.
Why is he loyal to the Empire?
I wouldn't say that. But he and Ulfric have been at odds for years, and I'm afraid Balgruuf will end up siding with the Empire because of it. But it's hard to believe that even Balgruuf would choose Elisif over Ulfric.
Who's Elisif?
I suppose she's Jarl Elisif now. She married High King Turig just before Ulfric killed him. The Empire supports her claim to be High Queen. I don't really have anything against her. Not her fault that her husband Turig was bought and paid for by the Empire. But she's nothing but a puppet for the Empire now, with her husband Turig dead. Ulfric will make sure she never takes the throne as High Queen.
Sounds like a bitch.
Some say murdered, but it was a lawful challenge in the old way. Ulfric called him out as a traitor to Skyrim, and killed him in single combat. If Turig couldn't defend his throne, he had no business being High King.
So there's no High King now?
No, not until the moot meets to choose another, and it won't meet until one side or the other wins the war. Don't worry though. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He'll drive out the Empire, and Skyrim will have peace at last.
What can you tell me about Riverwood?
It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes.
I think that's about it.
Make yourself at home.
Guess I'll go to that place now. Oh, it's that kid again. I guess I'd go on with the adventure. Since it's this way, I'll assume it's here. Shit. I'll be honest, it is great that you can go for a swim. But then again, I love mind and mechanics. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. That was scary. Okay, maybe not scary, but Christ. That must be it then. Looks like a decent place. Hopefully my pink comment wasn't too blunt, but oh well. I'm not gonna lie, I do admire the work they put into these graphics. I mean, if it weren't for the monsters, the dragons and the whatever that I've seen in other videos of this, I do think this could be a quiet, peaceful place to live in real life. Oh well, what can you do? I'm guessing that's the way in. What's in here? Oh, I guess some notes in here. Thank you to the lurkers, by the way. Feel free to say hello. Guess I need to go up to that guy. Or maybe I don't.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day?
No, thank you.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Riverwood calls for Jarl. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Alright. Whiterun discovered.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that
They
stuff?
say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Norland Greymane.
One of those horrors comes here. We'll be
Jesus
Sooner than might lead a
Christ.
hopeless storm.
dialogue's all over the place.
Battleborn, give me your money.
I don't have any money.
You better give
It's
me
no
5
fun
seconds
getting
right
pushed
now
around all
or
the time.
blood in your nose.
Bye.
10 septims tomorrow. Boys,
No, please.
girls,
I really don't have any.
lard,
My friend.
Battleborn.
Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the gray man's yard.
Zito, need something?
All right then.
Christ, that kid's a bully, ain't she?
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
I don't think I need to go around.
Love! Even as man.
Quick save.
Brigands I can handle. Just talk of dragons? World's gone mad.
I was warned you need a quick save at most times. Auto saving.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
Oh shit.
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action.
What's the meaning
I
of this
just need
interruption?
information.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Okay. That was short.
So, you were at Helgen?
So it's
You
Jarl,
saw this
but
dragon with
spelled
your own eyes?
Jarl. Yes. Yes, I had a great view of it while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute. Especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
The dragon... Then the dragon attacked.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once.
Good
It's
idea.
in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the
He'll view
mountains...
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
This
Irrelevant.
guy's a good
Send
guy.
a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
You do
That
that.
would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you
Bleak
could do
Falls
for me.
Barrow. Oh, boy.
Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Okay. Guessing that's Farengar. Hey, sup?
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
Are you the only wizard?
I believe I
from
am, yes.
Whiterun?
Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Yeah, I
Good.
guess so.
You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a
I think
menial
I found
task.
someone who can help
It seems
you
this
with your
damn...
dragon.
Ah,
The
indeed?
Jarl said you had a
The Jarl.
project you needed help
Oh yes,
with.
he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Wow. Alright, where am I going and what am I
Straight to the
fetching?
point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you can tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know the stone tablet is in Bleak Falls Barrow?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
I guess I'll...
Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant.
Wow.
I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Okay, in a bit. Don't know where I'm going, but...
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Wow. That was an accident. I guess back to where I came from.
This long winter. I breathe now.
These souls.
I work with my mother.
What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazir.
Fear not.
I suppose you don't need to worry
Dragon
about
or
that.
giant will be ready. I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Good for you.
I'm not afraid of you, no. Even if you are my elder.
Come by
Boys,
Bellathor's shop,
girls,
the market.
dogs,
I'm sure we've got something.
elders.
Jesus
Nobody
Christ.
I
We
won't
don't
find.
know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleep.
Yep, Sleazy men always do come by with the best stock. Okay, since I came from that way, I guess I just go back that way.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
No, thank
Ride
you.
strong.
Because I'll just walk. Who's this?
Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do.
Wow. This game is very Lord of the Rings like. Oh, is that a wildebeest? Wait, what the hell is that? Ain't got no beef with you. I don't even want to know what that thing was.